Hello, welcome to this day from TV. We're doing a match review of Sheffield United 1, Leeds United 1.
Sheffield United winning 3-0 after penalties.
Yeah.
Look, it looked. Oh God! Right, let's go through teams. Right, let's go through lineups, shall we, mate? Let's go through lineups. Right, I'll murder the Sheffield United team, Wednesday team. You can do Leeds team. So Hogarth in net for Sheffield United Wednesday. My man at match by a long way. Sakiri, McGee, Weaver, Otabayo, who went off injured. One of their better players went off injured. Johnson, Frazier, Shipston, Thornton, Jamal Lowe, and Brown, who I thought had a brilliant game. 16-year-old, that boy, Liam, 16-year-old. On the bench, it was Stitch, Palmer, Emery, Evers, Bannon, Granger, McNeil, and Ugbo. Do you want to go through Leeds lineup for me, Lee?
Jack Harrison,
Visual,
Bournemouth,
Bournemouth,
Griff, Longstaff, Harrison,
Okafor,
Paul, and
Kencha. Bench,
Perry, Balgo, Gunnarsson, Wardon, Strike, Stack, James, Nonto, and Calvin.
Right. We'll go through the stats, shall we, as well, mate, while we're doing this. Let's do it properly. Let's do a proper review today, yeah? How do I do it? I bet I've made it too big. Give me a minute. Sorry, guys. Right, so, match stats. Here we go, Lee. Not a lot of match stats, I'm afraid, but look, last I saw, we had 21 shots on target. I should have checked this before we went live. We had 21 shots on target, and I think on goal, I think we had 2 on target.
Yeah.
Then we scored from an open play goal by Bogle. Took it really well. Good play by Nonto.
Yeah.
The give and go between Bogle and Nonto in penalty area for Bogle to knock it into past their keeper, who I thought were brilliant. Sheffield Wednesday deserved to win that game, Lee.
Yeah.
They played all their youth, and we had enough players on that bench to win that game. I'm see if there's why isn't there any stats, Lee? Why is there no stats? There should be a site for stats by now, surely to God. Anyway, look, forget the stats, right? The bottom line is Leeds just simply wasn't good enough, Lee. Leeds weren't good enough.
No.
We had 80% possession, they had 20. I think, with all them shots we had, the 22 shots, we only had 3 on target.
Yeah.
I think that's a worry.
Yeah.
We had Okafor playing as attack. We had played with 2 out and out attackers on pitch in Perot and Okafor. So we had plenty of firepower on that bench. On that first team pitch, sorry.
Yeah.
We had Calvert-Lewin on bench to call upon. We had more than enough. Trying to push that door to all that matches in there. I can hit fireworks. It's not a fireworks for Leeds United winning, I tell you. But yeah, look, fair play to Sheffield Wednesday, mate. They deserved it. They deserved it. Their goalkeeper pulled off some heroic saves. Can we just talk about their goal, though? Their opening goal. It went through Dallow's legs, right? The spin took it over the line. Should Dallow have done better there, Lee? I think he should have done.
I think he should have done, but
I think it was a lack of concentration.
He's not. Yeah.
I mean, he did well to make the first save. It was a follow up shot. What betting? And I just think he took his eye off a football for a minute, for a split second, and it ended up costing him. Giving Sheffield Wednesday, I think they deserve 1-0 lead. Yeah, Leeds were all over them. They had to defend a hell of a lot in that game. A hell of a lot of defending they did. But you've got to remember, Lee, they were kids. Sheffield Wednesday played their kids. Do you know what I mean? Against a Premier League side. He won a Premier League side. We should. The worry I've got, right, going forward, it's not like we've been knocked out of the EFL Cup, right? I said on thumbnail for preview, this game means more than what people think. And that's because I were hoping that we would have gained a bit of confidence from some open play goals and stuff like that. It wasn't a matter of stuffing Sheffield Wednesday, it wasn't that, and it was just see if we could get get a few open play goals, build the lads' confidence going into Newcastle game on Saturday. Now that's gonna damage confidence. Is that I don't care what anybody says. That is going to damage confidence. You saw Farker; he were well peeved. He were peeved out every time camera went on him during that game. He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy at all. And for Perrault, Calvert-Lewin, and Longstaff all to miss their opening 3 penalties in a penalty shootout. That's criminal, mate. You know what I mean? You miss one, you can understand it. You might hit post or keeper might pull off a worldie or but to miss 3 from our first 3 strikers, you'd expect Longstaff to be able to score penalties. He's been in Premier League a long time. He should be able to deal with pressure. You'd expect Calvert-Lewin to be calm under pressure in a penalty taker at Everton. And you'd expect Joe Perrault he's showing that he's capable of scoring, crucial goals at crucial moments in the game. I think their keeper made 2 saves, and I think it was when it Calvert-Lewin shot what went right, it high and wide, he blazed it over bar. But going forward, Lee, are you a bit concerned that it took us 20 odd attempts to score 1 goal from open play and set pieces?
I don't know what Farker's done to that team. We make 9 changes.
Them players should have been capable of putting in a performance. Yes, we look good on the ball. We to win a game, you've got to put the ball in back up net more times than your opponent. We didn't do that today. We didn't manage it. We managed to equal what Sheffield United did. Sheffield Wednesday did. Sorry, Sheffield Wednesday fans. We managed. We equalled what they did. Despite us having all them attempts, we could only equal putting the ball in back at net once. And that's a concern for me. It really is a massive concern.
I'm concerned about Jack Harrison when Jack Harrison playing back.
Well, I'm just trying to see, Lee, if I can find the match stats for the game. Have I found them? I'm just, as we're talking, I'm looking, right? Yep, I found them. Right, here you go. Right, Lee. So, if you want to, can you see that? Ball possession.
10%
for Sheffield
Wednesday, 80% Leeds.
Leeds, yeah. Right, shot attempts.
25 for Leeds, 6 for Sheffield Wednesday.
Shots on goal.
7 for Leeds, 2 for Sheffield Wednesday.
So they had about a 33% shot to goal range, right? Ours were down to about 25%.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? That's the difference. Look how many shots we had to have to get that many on target. Yellow cards.
2 for Wednesday. No, for Leeds.
And they picked them two up at end when they were tiring. I mean, it's understandable the young team tiring against Premier League fitness opposition. You know, corner kicks.
8 for Leeds, 1 for Sheffield Wednesday.
Saves.
6 for Sheffield Wednesday, 2 for Leeds.
You know, and it's so out of 25 shots, total shots attempted, their keeper was meant to work 6 times.
Yeah.
And there were good saves as well, by the way.
Yeah.
There were good saves, by the way. You know, I'm not going to be disrespectful to Sheffield Wednesday because I do believe, you know, if this were any other team playing Sheffield Wednesday, Lee, we'd be cheering Sheffield Wednesday on because they played kids. Do you know what I mean? They're in a big, you know, we even outnumbered them in stadium for fans.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We outnumbered, Leeds fans outnumbered Sheffield Wednesday fans. And so it were like an home tie, if you think about it. There were no hostile problems what the Leeds players had to deal with. You know, it were all Leeds you could hear.
Yeah.
So there were no excuse, absolutely zero excuse from me. I'm sorry, mate. We deserve to get beat and we got beat. And we deserve to get beat. You know, we're going to Newcastle now. Now Newcastle are going to be without Gordon, who was suspended. We got sent off against Liverpool. They're without Joelinton, bit look of it. Tonali went off with his shoulder, so they're missing some key players. Now, I still think this is going to be a tough game against Newcastle, but I think it's got that little bit easier to what it was prior the Liverpool game with the suspensions they've got. So, Lee, final words from you, mate. What would you say about what would you say? You know, what would you say as a Leeds United fan? What would you say to Sheffield Wednesday? What would you say to Sheffield Wednesday fans?
I know Sheffield Wednesday fans could win for Sheffield Wednesday fans.
Yep.
I know you couldn't.
They're struggling a bit, aren't they? They're struggling a bit with transfer embargo, aren't they?
Yeah, and I know you're still protesting that Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh no, they want to get Chiseri out, don't they? Chansiri out. And hopefully they can because he's running that club into the ground.
And hopefully you can get.
Well, they need to win, don't they? They need to win the first game in the league.
Yes.
They've lost. Is it 3? No. They've lost 2 and drawn 1 to come back from 2-0 down. So they've got that togetherness in camp, haven't they?
Yes.
They've definitely got the togetherness on pitch.
But Sheffield fans, good win for that. Well win on penalties.
I'd enjoy it. I'd use this. I'd use this as a springboard going into their next game.
I like Sheffield Wednesday fans. Sheffield Wednesday good team.
Yeah, I've got good youth players, haven't they? Got some good young players coming through.
Yes.
Definitely, yeah. 100%, mate, yeah. And we've only 20% of ball and they still won game.
Yeah.
It takes some doing that. I don't care who it is. It takes some doing and they deserved it.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to Leeds fans, like? Would you be devastated by that result, even though it's on it EFL Cup? Would you be devastated knowing that you've been beat by a group of kids?
Yeah.
I would be, you know.
I know these United fans were leaving after.
Oh, yeah, but they didn't even get to they didn't even watch Longstaff's third penalty.
No.
They were already going after the second one.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't sit well with me neither, Lee. That doesn't sit well with me neither. You know, if you're going to go up there to support them by going up there to watch them, at least watch the penalty shootout. Don't go halfway through it. You know, that doesn't sit well with me. I've always been baffled with football fans in general doing stuff like that. It doesn't sit well with me, doing all that sort of stuff. Maybe I'm odd. But yeah, you know, it didn't sit well. But hopefully, Lee, we can get a result. I'm not saying a win, but get a result, a draw something against Newcastle, get some more points on board. Do you know what I mean? We need to get some points on board. But I tell you, we had a worse game and a worse day at office than we did, and that was West Ham. As you know, we were watching Watchalon. You know, they had a worse game than we did. You know, and it's crazy. It's crazy how football's going now. It's absolutely crazy. But you know, this isn't the bread and butter. What's most important to Leeds United season this season? It's staying in Premier League. You know, winning a cup match don't get you points in Premier League, does it? I guess. So in end up world, but I tell you, it ain't a great look. It's not a great look for Leeds United. It's not. And I don't think we underestimated them. I just think that they wanted it more than we did.
Yeah.
You know what I was trying to say?
Yes, Sheffield fans, so hopefully you enjoy this win.
Absolutely.
And see what you can do next game.
Let's hope Leeds can get a good result against Newcastle.
Yeah, and hopefully if I can make some changes for that game.
Yeah, I think he'll revert back to tight bug. He'll be back in. Nonto will start the game. I think he'll bring Rodon back in at centre back. He'll put Perry in goal again. So yeah, I think that's what he'll do. That's what he's going to do. I think he'll revert back to type.
Yeah.
Right. Well, is all you want to say, mate?
Just hopefully Sheffield can get a win on the next game.
Aye, absolutely.
And stay in the league, hopefully.
Yeah, well, we've got beating Leeds. It's a good springboard for them. It's a good springboard for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want
to? Thank you for watching Leeds Stephen TV.
Until next time, guys. Have a great evening. Don't let it get you down too much, but it is concerning. I will leave it on that anyway. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, you said it, hadn't you? Sorry, Lee. Yeah, it's a goodbye from me. I'm tired, Lee. I'm tired, mate. Take care, everybody. See you all soon. Bye bye.